Today in this class I am explain about isolation, sequencing and synthesis of DNA. DNA sequencing is the determination of the precise sequence of nucleotides in a sample of DNA. Before the development of direct DNA sequencing methods, DNA sequencing was difficult and indirect. Thus, only shorter DNA sequences could be determined by this method. Using this method, Walter Gilbert and Alan Maxam at Harvard University determined that the lag operator is a 27 base pair long sequence. The development of direct DNA sequencing techniques changed the scope of biological research. The evolution of DNA sequencing technology from plus minus sequencing in biology from molecular biology to genomics. The development of sequencing techniques with enhanced speed, sensitivity, and throughput are of utmost importance for the study of biological systems. Sequence determination is most commonly performed using dideoxy chain termination technology, pyrosequencing, a non electrophoretic real time biolumiноmetric method for DNA sequencing has emerged as a state of the art sequencing technology. This technology has the advantage of accuracy, ease of use, and high flexibility for different applications. Pyrosequencing allows the analysis of genetic variations including SNPs, insertions, deletions, and short repeats as well as assessing RNA allelic imbalance, DNA methylation status, and gene copy number. DNA isolation techniques. DNA isolation is a process of purification of DNA from sample using a combination of physical and chemical methods. The first isolation of DNA was done in 1869 by Frederick Mescher. Currently, it is a routine procedure in molecular biology or forensic analysis. For the chemical method, there are many different kits used for extraction, and selecting the correct one will save time on kit optimization and extraction procedures. PCR sensitivity detection is considered to show the variation between the commercial kits. There are standard DNA purification techniques described below. Cells which are to be studied need to be collected. Breaking the cell membranes open to expose the DNA along with the cytoplasma within. Lipids from the cell membrane and the nucleus are broken down with detergents and surfactants. Breaking proteins by adding a protease. Breaking RNA by adding an RNase. The solution is treated with concentrated salt solution to make debris such as broken proteins, lipids, and RNA to clump together. Centrifugation of the solution, which separates the clumped cellular debris from the DNA. DNA purification from detergents, proteins, salts, and reagents used during cell lysis steps. The most commonly used procedures are ethanol precipitation, usually by ice cold ethanol or isopropanol. Since DNA is insoluble in these alcohols, it will aggregate together, giving a pellet upon centrifugation. Precipitation of DNA is improved by increasing of ionic strength, usually by adding sodium acetate. Second one, who phenol or chloroform extraction, in which phenol denatures proteins in the sample. After centrifugation of the sample, denatured proteins stay in the organic phases will aqueous. Phase containing nucleic acid is mixed with the chloroform that removes phenol reduces from the solution. Mini column purification, that relies on the fact that the nucleic acids may bind to the solid phase depending on the pH and the salt concentration of the buffer. Cellular and histone proteins bound to the DNA can be removed either by adding a protease or by having precipitated the proteins with sodium or aluminum acetate to extracted them with a phenol chloroform mixture prior to the DNA precipitation. After isolation, the DNA is dissolved in slightly alkaline buffer, usually in tris EDTA buffer or in ultra pure water. Modifications made to these standard techniques are often done if the tissues being used is difficult to break down. If contaminants persist in the lysis solution that inhibit further reaction, or if the sample is extremely minimal, as in often the case in forensic investigation. In addition, different commercial kits will be tailored for the isolation of larger genomic DNA or sampler plasmid DNA. Spin column based nucleic acid purification is a solid phase extraction method to quickly purify nucleic acids. This method relies on the fact that nucleic acid will bind to the solid phase of silica under certain conditions and then released when those conditions are alert. For binding, a buffer solution is added to the DNA lysate along with ethanol or isopropanol. This forms the binding solution. The binding solution is transferred to a spin column and the column is put in a centrifuge. The centrifuge forces the binding solution through a silica gel membrane that is inside the spin column. If the pH and salt concentration of the binding solution are optimal, the nucleic acid will bind the silica gel membrane as the solution passes through. The wash non-specific cellular components from the column, the flow through is removed and a wash buffer is added to the column. The column is put in a centrifuge, again forcing the wash buffer through the membrane. This removes any remaining impurities from the membrane, leaving only the nucleic acid bound to the silica gel. The elute the wash buffer is removed and a low salt elution buffer is added to the column. The column is put in a centrifuge, again forcing the elution buffer through the membrane. The elution buffer displaces the nucleic acid from the column, allowing it to be collected in the flow through. Unlike RNA, which degrades very quickly, DNA is quite stable and can be stored for the period of time at 20 degree centigrade. Thank you.